an increasing trend towards digitization. Computers have entered almost every industry. In the autopilot in the aircraft or a digital speedometer in your bike. Computers in various forms surround us. Subsequently, programming continues to shine as a valuable skill set as we move into the new year. So, why should I learn coding? Simply for many reasons. One of them, or top, is the development jobs, the freelance work, and advancing skills. Coding can lead to a software development jobs. Coding is the fundamental skill for jobs such as the software development. There is currently a shortage of software developers worldwide. So, learning to code can be an easy route into an open field of work. However, this is not the only way coding can open up job opportunities. It opens up other opportunities like freelancing and for startups. For example, for small startups, hiring someone slowly to take care of coding and web design may not be the most economic choice. Having coding as a string to your bow can be the key to finding jobs related to the field. Example, content creation, marketing, PR, and many more. Freelance work. Skilled coders have the ability to create their own schedule and charge a nice rate for it. Work anywhere and anytime. So, coding, it could lead to freelance work. If you are wanting to go freelance and you have the ability to work while traveling, coding may be the great way to get into this, as coding is a highly valued skill at the moment. Many companies are willing to outsource the work. This means skilled coders have the ability to create their own schedule. Advancing skills. Learning to code is like an exercise session for your left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. Problem solving and logic are the main skills you will gain and develop. So coding can boost problem solving and logic skills. Outside from the implications of coding, which look good and on a resume, coding actually does boost skills which are actually useful to most jobs. Problem solving and logic are the main two. Learning to code is like an exercise session for your left side of the brain. Coding also improves interpersonal skills. So, coding for most big projects tends to be a collaborative effort. This means having to work as one cog as part of a great team. Now, let's start learning about coding. We will learn about the levels of programming, the types of programming, and the best 5 programming languages to learn in 2021. Let's start by levels of programming. There exist several programming languages, each with their own specific purpose and containing a unique set of keywords and syntax that are used to create instructions. We will start learning the levels of programming. Each programming language varies in its level of abstraction, so it's helpful to note that each language is classified into one of 2 categories: the low-level languages and the high-level languages. Let's start by the low-level languages. Low-level languages provide abstraction from the hardware and are presented in the binary form, example 0 or 1, which are the machine instructions. Low-level languages are further classified as machine-level languages and assembly-level languages. There are 2 types of low-level languages, the machine languages and assembly languages. As the images below instruct or illustrate the source code here, you write it, there is a translation to machine code. I personally prefer not to learn these languages because they are not many. There is no requirements for these Java developers. So we will learn the high level languages and advise you to learn high level languages. High level languages allow us to write programs that are independent of the types of computer. The high level languages are named high level because they are close to the human language and can be understood easily. However, they do require attention to the logic of the problem. These languages are and need a compiler to translate a high-level language into low-level language. Furthermore, the high-level language provide the following advantages. We will see in the next this video. But like this example and these high-level languages like Java, C++, HTML, CSS, and these are the coding languages that the user and the human being understand and deal with this logic. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the different types of programming languages. We have finished the levels of programming. We will start by types of programming, and then I will advise you to the the top 5 programming languages you should learn in 2021. We have 5 main types of coding. The procedural languages, it provides a set of commands by segregating the programs into variables, functions, statements, and conditional operators. The second type of coding is the functional language. The language emphasizes expression and declaration over the execution of statements. The foundation of the functional programming is lambda calculus, which uses conditional expression and recursion to perform the calculations. The third type is object-oriented programming. This programming paradigm is based on the objects. Example, it contains data in the form of fields and code in form of procedures. OOP, object-oriented programming, offers many features such as abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance, classes, and objects. The fourth type is scripting languages. All scripting languages are programming languages that do not require a compilation step and are rather interpreted. The instructions are written for a runtime environment. And the last one is logic programming. The language does not tell the machine how to do something, but employs restrictions on what it must consider doing. Okay, if there is problems of understanding what are these, we will clarify later on. And don't worry, guys, we will dive into our important thing, which is the best programming languages for the job prospects. You should learn one of these coding languages, one or more. I'm telling you, one or more. So it's time to start coding. I have advised you and I have told you about the types and the level of programming languages. Now let's go and learn what are the top languages you should learn in this year. First one is Java. If you are looking for a development-based job at a large organization, Java is the language that you should learn. Okay? So, I personally advise you to start learning with Java because Java is widely used for building enterprise-scale web applications. Also, Java is known to be extremely stable, and so many large enterprises have adopted it. If you are looking for a development-based job at a large organization, Java is the language that you should learn. Java is also widely used in Android app development. Almost any business today needs an Android application owing to the fact that there are billions of Android users. This opens up a huge opportunity for Java developers given the fact that Google has created an excellent Java-based Android development framework called Android Studio. And on our YouTube channel and in this course on Udemy, there are tons of Android Studio and tutorials that we have created, so you can watch them. And we have a standalone Java course, and we are publishing many videos on it, so you can go to Master Coding channel and the complete Android developer course on Udemy. Enroll in the course and start learning Java and Android Studio for developing Android application and developing desktop application using Java. The second one is Python. Okay, so Python is the one of the undoubtedly tops the list of the programming languages in the world. Python is a fast, easy to use and easy to deploy programming language that is being widely used to develop scalable web applications. It widely accepts that the best programming language to learn fast. Many people tell us and put their reviews about Python. It is the most programming language that it is easy to understand and easy to learn. YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and SurveyMonkey are all built in Python. Python provides excellent library support and has a large developer community. This programming language provides a great starting point for beginners, and a lot of startups are using Python as their primary back-end stack, opening up a huge opportunity for full stack Python developer. Okay, so Python is that simple. It's very simple and easy to learn, and best language for learning for beginners. The third programming language you should learn is C++. C or C++ is like the bread and butter of programming. Almost all low-level languages and low-level systems, such as operating systems, files, systems, and etc., are written in C or C++. Okay, so C or C++ is the language you should learn. Why? Because it is also widely used by competitive programmers, owing to the fact that it is extremely fast and stable. C++ also provides something called STL, or Standard Template Library. As this library is a pool of ready-to-use libraries for various data structures, arithmetic operation, and algorithms. The library supports the speed of language and make it the popular choice in the high-frequency trading community as well. The fourth programming language you should learn in 2021 is the JavaScript. JavaScript is the front-end programming language. JavaScript is widely used to design interactive front-end applications. For instance, when you click a button which opens a pop-up, the logic is implemented via JavaScript. These days, many organizations, particularly startups, are using Node.js, which is a JavaScript-based runtime environment. Node.js let developers use JavaScript for server-side scripting, running scripts server-side to proceed dynamic web pages and web page contents before the page is sent to the user's web browser. So if you are looking for that cool tech jobs at your favorite startup, you should seriously consider learning JavaScript. And the fifth one is Go. Golang provides excellent support of multi-threading, so it's being used by a lot of companies that are that rely heavily on distributed systems. So Go is widely used in startups in Silicon Valley. However, it is yet to be adopted by Indian companies and startups. Those who wish to join a Valley-based startup specializing in core systems should master Golang. Okay, so it's easy to moderate, to learn. It has backed by Google, being a statistically typed language, make it more secure, cleaner syntax, makes it easy to learn, smart documentation, ideal for building a single page application very fast as it is compiled to machine code. And many more languages you can learn, but these are the top languages that we prefer, and we have considered them as the most top things you should learn in 2021. So finally, I should convince you, and I should motivate you to learn. You should start today, guys. It's your time, now or never, because determination, you start by determination. Coding is hard for people who say, I don't have enough time. You should start today. You should have enough time. Stop Facebook, Instagram, and many social media application, and start making your determination, making your own time to learn coding. I have a plan to learn in this year algorithms, data structures, and you should make your own goal. You should put now a paper and pen and write notes. What should I learn this year? And put a constant schedule and start by determination to reach your goals. Practice. Guys, coding by yourself it's very important, and practicing is very important thing in the coding and learning and mastering coding. So if you I'm not convincing you to watch my YouTube videos. Go and watch courses, watch anything. You should practice. You should start practicing. You open videos, courses, and whatever you need, books, but start coding by yourself. You should first imitate the coding. You should clone the coding. You should write the same code in order to understand the concepts of coding, and later on start by making your own apps and publishing your own apps like we have learned. So guys, practice is the key. Also planning, make a study plan. I motivate you. I like to take your pen, take your paper, make a calendar and say, hey, I should learn like 2 hours a day coding for about 3 months or 6 months. And after these 6 months, I will learn another coding, or I start by making real projects for me. So make your own university, make your own academy, make your own school. So this is the way that we learn, we plan, and we develop ourselves. Master coding, you're not your only solution you get, but we consider us the best thing that you will learn, and helping over 1 million people to code. We have the channel, we have many subscribers, we have complete courses in Android development, and we are making the Java courses, and we will start soon the Python and the Kotlin courses, And we are developing and making and growing our application found on Play Store called Master Coding. You can go and check it. We have more than 900,000 subscribes, and we are installs, and we are reaching 1 million soon. And we are developing many courses soon also be published, like algorithms, data structures, and Python, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and many more. So you can download our courses and you can enroll in our Udemy courses on Udemy. And we are not telling you that we are the only solution, but we are the best. Never quit. Make coding the best thing you do in life. Guys, you are not dealing with something that it is simple. You are dealing with a machine. You are dealing with the smartest thing on the earth, which is the computer. So you should learn its own language. You should think like a computer. You should talk like a computer. So never quit. You may have some frustrated. You may have some problems, but you will reach your goals if you consist. Learn from your mistakes. You will never learn coding if you don't make mistakes and learn from them. Guys, we learn coding from our mistakes. We may miss the line or miss some keywords in programming, and we stopped about 1 month, 2 months, and we make searches, and we stopped on the keyword. One keyword and one word stopped us about 2 months. So never stop, guys. Learn from your mistakes. Search, make research, learn every day. Learn. And the last thing I should tell you that code. Never stop. Keep coding. Thank you, guys. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel and rate us 5 stars on Udemy, and download our application Master Coding and start the coding career today.